So in this video we are going to do a POC with Azure Key Vault. So let's see what is Azure Key Vault. It's a secure locker in Azure for our secrets. So instead of writing passwords inside our appsettings.json, so we can log that inside our Azure so that our app asks Azure for them whenever it's needed. So what problem does Azure Key Vault solve? So without this one, so we have to store our password in appsettings.json and we have to process that in over a GitHub. So password will be visible in the zip deployments and GitHub, in those places. That will be high risk if it is leaked. So with our Azure Key Vault, so no secrets in the code, no hard-coded values, so no secrets that will be shared with the GitHub. So Azure controls its access in secure way. So what can you store in Key Vault? So most common in real time, we will store a database password, connection strings, API key values, JWT sign-in keys, storage accounts, and some certifications wherever it's required. So how to access the Key Vault in our project? So we have to use managed identity, no username password, and Azure auto authenticates your app. So we have app service. In that app service we are running our .NET API, and then we have managed identity. Through that we are accessing the Key Vault. So for local development we use Azure CLI login, like Azure login, and then real production architecture like .NET Core API, we have I configuration. Through that we are accessing Azure Key Vault. Then we are accessing the secret values like SQL password, VLOB, URL secrets, API keys, like those things we can access through that. So when should you use Azure Key Vault? So when we are deploying to Azure, when our app uses DB storage APIs. So for these kind of security matters, we can use Azure Vault. Now we are going to set up our Key Vault in our Azure. So for that, in the search bar, just find this Key Vault. You will get something like this, and then click Create. Here we can give a default subscription, and resource group I am going to use my existing one, and Key Vault name something we have to give unique name, region, default, pricing tier, standard, that's fine. And then click review and create. It will be deployed in minutes. Deployment success now. Next we have to set our values. Go to resource. So in our created Key Vault, we have to come under the object. You have to click secrets and then click generate import. So here upload options, manual, and the name, connection string, the default connection, and we have to paste our value here, our Azure connection string that we have used with the default connection. Others we can leave as it is and click create. So here we have one issue. The operation is not allowed by RBAC if the role assignment were recently changed. We have to fix this. For that, so by default we are not allowed to read write these key values. We have to provide the access, that is in access policies. Actually not access policies, we have to click access control and click add here, add role assignment. So we have to find this key value secret user. Select this and next. Just select the key value secrets user and click next. And then here click select members. Select hours. And then click review and assign. Added role assignment. Now let's back to our key wallet that we created our wallet. Then again access control IAM, add role assignment. Now we can see there is some progress. Here search for keyword secret officer. This is the role for performing the actions like updating, reading the secrets. Click next. Assign to ourselves. Next. Review and assign. Access role added here. And we can verify our access here by clicking view my access. See, we have key validate secret office and key validate secret user and owner access. Then let's back to our secrets. Let's create our first secret here. So it is under objects, secret. Click generate import. So here we have to fill our name, connection string name, default connection, and the secret value for the Azure. You have to fill that and click create here. So create a connection string here. So current status, Azure Key Vault was created, RBAC was fixed, and secret was created. So next we need to update our connections URL in our development.json. We have to update our URL, and then we have to test that in our local. So for that we need to do AZ login, that means Azure CLI login. So why it is required AZ login? It is not optional for local development, and AZ is not needed for Azure App Service. Currently we are going to run in our local. We are not first deploying it to Azure App Service, that we will do that later. So why it requires when we are doing testing this? So Azure must answer who is calling me. So there is two identity as mentioned, one is local, another one is Azure App Service. So for our case one, Azure local development. So when we are trying to access the default credential, so this try to authentication in this order. Is it managed identity? No, not available. So we have to go with Azure CLI login. So Azure CLI login is a very easiest one, and so this tells Azure this is the developer allowed to read key value secrets. So this Azure CLI like an intermediator, it's an authenticator. We can say like a Google authentication, Facebook authentication, like that. It's one authentication process to access the key value. And what happens if we don't use AZ login, Azure login? So app starts, key vault access failed, you will get unauthorized forbidden, something like that. So for that we need to enable this. So for that we need to install the Azure CLI first. You can use this link. Let's try this in our PowerShell. So successfully installed the package. After installation, we have to try this in a new Windows PowerShell. Here we can verify Azure CLI was installed. Azure login. So when I try the AZ login first, I got one error, no subscription found for Mr. Vasantor. So what I did, I went to this Azure portal again and clicked my profile. On that there is a switch directory. In the directory option you can find the directory ID, and then you have to copy this, and then you have to log in like this AZ login tenant ID, and it will again open the pop-up for your email. Then you have to log in with that, so your subscription will be visible here. Now let's test the application. 500 internal server error. Actually you have to select this one here. It will ask a prompt. I missed it actually. Then I selected again. Now let's try. The issue is I try to run the project in this my VS Code terminal. So here I didn't have the AZ Azure login. I opened it in my Windows PowerShell as admin. So we have to navigate the project path in our Windows PowerShell, and then I run this .NET application in local. It's running in 5000. So then when I go to this and I try to run this application, now it's running. All endpoints are working now.